they learn and what can they use as support to be able to get the information that Zam's talking about?
One thing, they can join the Brooklyn Fashion Incubator. I'm the executive director, and I help young businesses grow their business in a very sustainable way and also very strategic way. And you know, it's interesting because sustainability is such a broad topic. It's, you know, when I think about it, it's like, where do you start? But I think what's very important is to be conscious, number one, and I think quality. If you focus on quality, it's going to be sustainable. You know, my mom was grew up in World War II, and you know, in our house, you know, coming into the holidays, whenever we unwrapped our Christmas gifts, we were so careful. We took the tape and we made sure that the paper was intact and we were going to use it again for the next year. It was just something that we did. It was ingrained in us even before it was cool. And it's funny because first Christmas that I went to my husband's family, and they were ripping the paper off and stuffing it in big bags, and I was just horrified. So, but again, you know, it goes back to being conscious of what you do. And, you know, going back to quality, I can attest to Turkey's quality. In my business, I used a lot of Turkish fabrics, and, you know, as I said, you know, the minimums aren't huge. You know, they do focus a lot, you know, what they do. And, you know, if you're going to have a quality printed fabric, a quality sewn fabric, you know, it's going to look so much better, and also you can wear it for eons. You know, I have a store in Connecticut, and the biggest compliment that I get from one of my customers is, I still have the dress that you did, because we also do a lot of special orders, and we also sell off the rack. But that's the biggest compliment. Oh, I still have your dress after 10 years. And another thing is also accessories, I think, are the utmost of sustainability, because you can wear accessories just, they have an infinite lifetime. And they also can dress up, you know, make something look new. I have a necklace actually that I have had for 45 years that I still get compliments on. It's wonderful.
Those are the best.
Right. And also, you know, one of our participants, she's actually from Turkey, and she actually has women cooperatives that are making these accessories. And again, it's something that's going to be, you know, people can wear it for the next 30, 40 years and dress up a garment in our store. Also, we have these scarves that are made in Lyon, France. And they're sustainably made. They're made on a jacquard loom individually, so that there's very little waste in the manufacturing of it. Also, they use a lot less water when they manufacture these beautiful scarves. And they're very interesting because since they're made on looms, they can incorporate all these different patterns and colors from one end to the other. So it makes it really interesting. You know, it's also, since it's a jacquard, you know, it's positive negative from one side to the other. So that's a way that, you know, I focus on having something sustainable in our store. And also, you know, to educate, you know, our participants also where they can get resources.
That actually nicely, I want you to explain as well a lot of what we were talking about, as in terms of local production. I think, you know, when we're talking about immersion designers, you're going to have smaller budgets, you want things closer to home. I'm an advocate because it supports transparency of the supply chain. Tell us a bit about, you know, your background in manufacturing locally and what the benefits of that are.
So, of course, it starts with the fabrics and, you know, making sure that you can, you know, source fabric companies that have, you know, low minimums. Also, you know, how you're going to cut the pieces. Also, of course, the yields, you know, to work with a company. The marking and grading companies to get the best yield. You can even do double markers, even triple markers. When you reduce, of course, then you have to think about, okay, well, I'm going to have to make 3 of something or 2 of something. So you always have to keep analyzing, you know, and that's really the best way. And also, as was mentioned, the systems. you know, to be able to incorporate that in your business. So you're always consciously thinking, and also to incorporate systems like what we did is to inspect all of the pieces before the merchandise is sent out, so that the company, the store or the catalog would get 100% quality merchandise, so there's no return. So that cuts down on waste too. They don't have to ship it back. And also, you know, it pleases your customer. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can incorporate. You know, we also had a system for culling out damages, and you know, we worked with this store that actually would buy those pieces that might have holes in it or might have a flaw in the fabric, and they would repurpose them. And this was years ago. This was 1992. You know, before, and so that was, unfortunately, they're no longer in existence. But you know, to think about things like that, so that you really are ending up as best as you can with minimal waste.
Okay, amazing. And it's making me think about the excess of dead stock fabric that's out there, and the importance, in my mind, of utilising that dead stock, the benefit to both the business selling it and the designers buying it in terms of a reduction of waste, and you know, profitability can make a huge difference to both sides. Can any of you on the panel, from a designer's perspective, talk a bit about, have you ever tried to source fabrics that are readily available from factories, and any experience in that direction? Because I think that's a really important element of this process as well. Sam.
Good evening. Yes, that is a fundamental part of what we do as a firm.